Think for a moment about the exact second you draw your last breath. Your eyes close for the final time, and your life definitively ends. In that instant, every trivial thing you are stressing over right now vanishes. Every excuse you made, every fear holding you back, every awkward interaction you replayed in your head, it is all permanently erased. But we don't live as if that moment is approaching. In our waking reality, we operate under a massive, silent delusion. We act as if our time is infinite. We allow laziness to dictate our daily routines. We tell ourselves we will start the project, make the change, or speak our minds tomorrow. We continually push our true potential into an unpromised future. Treating your lifespan as a boundless resource is exactly what paralyzes you. It turns your greatest ambitions into perpetual delays, because there is always another tomorrow to fall back on. Time is the single human resource you can never earn back. You can rebuild a fortune, you can find a new career, but you cannot purchase a single additional second of life. Yet, despite this absolute finitude, we willingly burn unrecoverable hours worrying about the opinions of strangers. We obsess over what people who barely know us might think of our choices. We meticulously lock our doors and check our bank accounts to guard our financial wealth, but we freely hand over the irretrievable currency of our attention to meaningless distractions and scrolling. Confronting your mortality isn't some morbid, depressing exercise. It is a necessary audit. It forces you to look at your ledger and stop the active bankruptcy of your most valuable asset. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius held absolute global power, yet he utilized Stoic philosophy strictly to govern his own ego and battle his lethargy. In his private journals, he wrote a radical, uncompromising command: think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. This diagram shows life as a clustered timeline. Aurelius's command is a deliberate severing of your clean future from your tangled past. That absolute cut frees you from previous mistakes and the fragile identity you spent years defending. When you declare your past self dead, the fear of failure is instantly neutralized. A dead man owes nothing to his history, and he has nothing left to protect. The daily paralysis we feel, the procrastination, the anxiety, is actually the exhausting effort required to maintain our past identity. We are constantly trying to live up to or defend an image of ourselves. True ego death is the active discarding of that past identity to break out of this prison. Shedding that old version of yourself removes the need for cheap excuses, eradicates the need for external validation, because that person no longer exists. Intellectually killing who you used to be is the required mechanism.
It clears the board so you can finally unleash completely uninhibited, ruthless, and focused action right here in the present moment. Now, step into the after state of this psychological simulation. You open your eyes to find you have been granted a sudden, complete reset. You are now living the bonus life. Every single second from this exact moment forward is entirely unearned extra time. This brings us to the second half of Marcus Aurelius's directive. Now take what is left and live it properly. Because this remaining time is an unexpected gift, there is zero justification for wasting another minute of it on hesitation, on making excuses, or on fear. But here is the sharp pivot back to physical reality. The death of the ego is a highly effective mental simulation, but your actual biological death is an absolute certainty. We can psychologically reset our minds today, but the physical countdown of our lifespan continues to drain, regardless of our actions or intentions. When that physical end finally arrives, the simulation is over. There will be no second reset. There will be no bonus life. Stop squandering your existence on trivial fears. Stop letting the opinions of others paralyze your decisions. You have been granted today. What exact actions will you execute to prove you are living it properly?